Saturday, November the 2nd. Now, not much has changed since the last video. I'm after leaving them into this lower side here. They weren't one bit anxious to come down. I had to push them. Some mornings I just have to push them. They won't come to the call. But as you can see, my ponies are still over the far side of that hedge there. And they're kind of doing a job for me on the lower side, as I said. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Now, I'm probably on repeat here now at the minute. But this time of the year when I'm feeding silage, I like to be able to feed them on the higher side of land, because as the rain comes, our fertility is washed back down the hill and it's impossible to get your fertility up the hill. So what I'm going to do is, and it kind of suits me now because as I say, the ponies are doing the job, I'm going to take out this middle fence here, and as I said, they've been on this upper side for the last 2 nights. They're going to be on this lower side for the next 2 nights, but I'm going to take out that fence and give them the whole run. So when I do feed them tomorrow, I'll be feeding them on the upper side. And what they'll probably do is get their fill and they'll walk on down here and they'll make their manure. They'll come all the way back up again. They'll make it all over the place, but I'd rather they made it on the higher side. So they're not one bit hungry this morning. I came down again last night and just gave them that extra bit. I like to be able to give them an extra bit when I know I don't want to be in a panic the next morning. So the ponies for now are going to stay where they are across the far side of that hedge. Today is Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So Monday I will move them across here, and then that's when the ponies will come in and we'll be able to get a closer look at them. I have to do a bit of weaning with the foal as well now shortly, so I'll see can I do a bit of recording with that. So I have to take out the mare, take out the foal, probably separate them for a while, put a fence down the middle, dry her up and then reintroduce her again. It'll probably take me about, I don't know, a couple of weeks anyhow. But that is the situation on the 2nd of November. I'll be back in the morning. So next morning, Sunday the 3rd of November. Now I'm after giving them 1 trailer load. Earlier in the video was yesterday, they were left into the lower side here, and I did say that my first priority was to keep my fertility up on the high side of hills, that the rain will wash it all down. Now, having come in here this morning, I noticed that even though they had access to the bottom, they all came up here to sleep last night. So I think now today I have enough... Oh, I'm slipping on everything on it. I have enough fertility left up here. So I'm after feeding them my first trailer load of silage, and my second tool for feeding out is to do a little bit of battering to them rushes. So if you notice, I have 1 little pile left down there now. So I'm going to go and get a second trailer load, and I'm going to leave it on the lower side there. So they will do a little bit of battering of them rushes while they're eating their piles of silage, and in the evening time they will then come up and sleep and make their dung up here. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. I'm getting a bit of impact on them rushes, and I'm getting my fertility to come up to the high side here. They tend to sleep on an elevated situation when they can. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go get a second trailer and I'll be back. So that's the second load out now. So I've left absolutely lots of it out. So they have it down here. They have it all around on the high side here as well. So they're well spread out now this morning. Today is Sunday. So tomorrow, Monday, they will be left into grass. So tomorrow is a grass day. So today is a silage day. So I'm very pleased with that. And then after that, actually tomorrow's going to be a good old day, because when the ponies, or when the cattle move, these ponies across here will come into this long old strip here, and they can clean up whatever residue, grass and silage that's left after the cattle today. So that is the situation. A short little video. Sunday the 3rd of November. Yeah, so they're going to be in there tomorrow. So we're moving on nicely through the land, and we're doubling up on the length of our rotation. So I'm very pleased with that. So as I said earlier in the video, I'm going to go and see what kind of battering the cattle can do on the lower side there now, on them piles of silage, and then the ponies then tomorrow. So we should give them a good old doing. So yeah, that's basically the news for today. Tomorrow we'll have a better video. We'll have the ponies coming in. I'm looking forward to that now myself. And as the few days go on, we'll be able to look back and see, am I making a big mistake, or are things working out okay with feeding the ponies directly after the cattle? I think it's a good old idea for now. So as you all know, I'm a man that can change my mind fairly quick and change it back, but the principles are still there. We're going to keep the cattle moving, keep the ponies moving, keep them fed, keep them watered, plenty shelter, and keep them moving. So anyhow, on the 3rd of November, I leave it at that. I will now say good luck and goodbye. Monday morning, the 4th of November. Now, I'm excited about this bit of a move, because my ponies are going to come in here now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of impact they have. So I'm going to set up my fence and move these cattle. That's the carry on now. Now I'm set up. Normally I shove this fence out a little bit closer here, and there's basically just a walkway, and I go down straight and I cut it in two, but I'm going to give them the full area today. And who's coughing? I'll give them the full area today and maybe top them up with silage on this this evening. You can see that a couple of cattle have been out and they've been grazing ahead of themselves, so probably the calves. So I'm going to open this fence up now and let them through. Hopefully I can do it now one-handed. No, I won't be able to. I have this a mess. Right, I'll be back in a sec. Come on. Absolutely every one of them are in this morning. That's the first morning now that I came up and there wasn't at least one out. This lady here is normally out, and this little calf here. But thankfully now they were all in, so I gave them enough silage yesterday so they weren't that anxious, let's just say. But now they're super happy to be on this bit of grass, even though it's been, the best parts of it have been ate already ahead of them. But I'm going to go back now and move my ponies in behind me, and this is me officially then keeping the ponies up behind on daily moves. Yeah, okay, we'll do that now. Now, I didn't record any of them moves because sometimes it can be a big panic. So we have our ponies in there, and it's amazing already how much they enjoy that dirty grass left after cattle. They're very pleased to be grazing in there, and there's little bits of picking from silage as well. That will do them now for the next 24 hours, if not 48 hours. So our cattle are in here now, content for this morning. I'm going to leave them. I'm going to come back later on tonight before dark and give them a trailer load of silage, and that'll keep them warm for the evening. So a little update on our system, and we'll be able to check back through as the weeks and months go on and see how things are going and what kind of regrowth we're getting, if any at all. But I have a feeling the weather's been great. I have a feeling that we're going to get that bit of growth all the while, unless things change and get very cold. But we're definitely getting a bit of picking coming after this tight grazing. So 24 hours, 48 hours in there, 48 hours in here, and we'll move on up the way and around. So I'm very pleased. So I'll add this to yesterday's video. I was going to post yesterday's video, but it was very short. So I'll add this onto it now. So this is the carry on the 4th of November. A little walk through first before I close down. They have that fairly ate already. So I'm going to go and get silage for these. I won't leave it as late. So yeah, they lie down after a while now and ruminate and chew their cud. So for now, I'll say good luck and goodbye.